Like, do you care to tell us why you would much rather have people purchase the album like on physical instead of put it on streaming?
Because honestly, fuck streaming. You know, fuck streaming. That shit robbed the artist. You know. Me personally, I feel like if all artists was to sell their music, they'd be in a better place than if people streaming your shit. You know, people could stream your whole album, and you've earned points to a penny per stream, compared to a fan buying your album and paying the $10 and paying the $20, however much they paying for your album. You know, where you be able to feed your family from it. You know, in order for streaming to work for you, you need 1 million plus streams. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not streaming over 1 million times, you ain't really making no money. You know, why you think a lot of artists put out multiple albums just so all the albums could generate? You know what I'm saying? When back in the day, the artists ate off of sales and touring and being able to sell merchandise. That's how they ate. You know, the label kept most of the money, your advance and all that. You make that advance, but you know the artist was able to eat off of sales. You know, and that's important. That's important. That shows who's your true supporters, because anybody could stream your music, and you know you're not even interacting with them. At least if you bought the album from me, I know who you are now. Now I got a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? So a person that's streaming your album, you don't know who's streaming your album. All you see is the numbers. You know? You want to go do a show and see the same person that you saw at your last show. Now you know you got real supporters. Now you know these supporters by name. You know what I mean? And that's better than just any random person streaming your album to me. You know? Like streaming works for like I said, streaming works for those people that generate millions. You know, like 1 million streams is the equivalent to about $1,200. 1 million streams. There's points to a penny.
Unless you up in that totem pole.
Yeah. You gotta be, you gotta be a mainstream artist or somebody that's really listened to. So when you see them artists and they putting up their views, my album was viewed 50,000 times. Yo, that's only about $500, maybe $250. It's cool that they listen to you that much, but you can't feed your family on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If a million streams is the equivalent to $1,000, $1,200, let's just say $1,000 or $1,200. That's your 1 month bill, but it took you all year to stream that shit. It's not like you're doing no streams in a month. You got the people like Drake touching 1 billion streams a year. 1 billion. He's feeding his family. He's good money. So when you look at it math wise, would you rather sell 1 million copies, or would you rather be streamed 1 million times? Now, if you sold 1 million copies and you're selling $10 to $12 a copy, now you're talking about you made 10 million, 12 million, as compared to, only earning $1,200 to $1,000 off 1 million streams.
Right.
I'd rather hip hop go back to, do away with streaming and let the artists eat. All these streaming companies benefit from the artists, but the streaming company wasn't with the artist booking the studio time or paying the feature or whatever they did to create the sound, and now the streaming company is eating off of you. It don't make no sense to me. So I'd rather put the album out myself. I'd rather find out who the fan is and get their email, and now I could talk to them personally. Now I just gained a fan for a lifetime, as compared to somebody that you don't even know who streamed you, unless they say, hey, I bought your album, or hey, I streamed your album. I'd rather be one-on-one.
That's how you do it, man.
I'd rather sign that copy. I'd rather sign the copy and say, yo, peace, so-and-so, thank you for purchasing. Thank you for supporting. As compared to, yo, they streamed my album mad times, but I don't know who the fuck streamed it. I don't know who listened to it. I know people in Japan listen to it. I know people in England listen to it. I know people in France listen to it, but I don't know them. As compared to saying, yo, you know, this guy from Japan, he bought my album. Now I know him on a personal basis. Now I know this producer that bought the album on a personal basis, you know? That's my view on streaming. But, you know, streaming is good if you want to, I want to say, if you don't want to scratch your items, if you don't want to ruin the vinyl, you don't want to mess up the CD, and you buy the CD but you go stream the album, I respect that. But at the same time, you know, it's a CD, it's a vinyl, it's meant to be played. Play that shit. Play that shit till it burn out. You know, I'd rather that. I'd rather knowing that you cut up my vinyl and now you got scratches and it skips because you listen to it that much. I'd rather hear that. And it was worth every penny that you spent. You know, shout out everybody streaming, but this is just my view on streaming and how it takes away from the artist. And mind you, the artists are already starving, and now streaming just make you more starving. I don't care about your 50,000 views. I don't care about your 100,000 views, because you're not feeding your family with that shit.
Tell them